Hello to all YouTubers out there. This is going to be the beginning of hopefully several months of reconstructing my 135-gallon saltwater aquarium. I've had a lot of problems in the past with my aquarium. I've had a lot of fish dying, haven't been able to keep corals. It's been a disaster. And about 5 months ago, instead of just buying more equipment and doing the knee-jerk reaction, I decided to spend more time reading and watching lots of videos of what other people were doing and trying to figure out what I was doing wrong. I spent a lot of time watching New York Stilo's videos. I spent a lot of time watching Mr. Saltwater Tank's videos, and I found both to be extremely informative. And from that, I've concluded that there are some things that I've definitely been doing wrong. The one thing that became very apparent that I was doing wrong was my sediment. In the tank right now, I'm using crushed coral. Everything I have seen and read says crushed coral is a no-no. So, and when you read about the crushed coral as a sediment, you find that it just collects all the junk that needs to be getting cleaned out of the tank by the skimmer, and it just builds up on the surface of the coral, crushed coral, and it throws all my chemistry out of whack, and then I end up killing all my fish. I used to have tangs and clowns and stuff like that in here. I've killed I don't know how many different tangs, a lot, and it was time to step back. And I've tried this a couple of times, and I've kind of done a half-assed job of it in the past, and I decided if I'm going to keep the fish tank, that I need to be responsible and not just kill fish, and do it right, and have something that I'm going to be proud of, and something that's going to look good. Right now, the only thing in the tank is I've got a couple toadstool leathers, and some polyps and a clam, and some hermit crabs, but there are no fish in the tank, and I'm just going to be starting kind of from scratch. My plan is to empty the tank, drain it all out. I got some scratches on the front of the glass that I'm going to try to fix the scratches and see if I can't. I may not be able to get totally rid of them, but if I can make them less noticeable, that would be helpful. I plan to, I haven't decided whether or not I'm just going to leave my live rock out and kill it, or if I'm going to stick it in a tub in the garage and run a skimmer on it for a couple of months. There's really not a whole lot in the rock right now. I'm sure there's some stuff, but it's just got a bunch of crap built up on it, and I need to clean it off. And so another thing that in my reading and watching the videos that I've concluded is that I just simply don't have enough circulation in my tank. Right now, I'm running a Red Sea wave maker on 4 MaxiJet 1200s, and when I look around the tank, there are dead spots, and it's collecting stuff on the coral, which is like a magnet, and I think that's part of my problem. So I'm going to get rid of the MaxiJets and the Red Sea wave maker, and my plan is to put 2 MP40s in the tank, or I may end up doing the Tunsies, but I do want controllable pumps. The reason I wouldn't do the Ecotex, the Vortex, is that my canopy on the side of the tank, there's not enough room for the motor on the outside of the tank to fit between the glass and the canopy. So, and the canopy goes down the sides. It doesn't just sit on the top. So the problem that I've got is that if I want to run the MP40s, then I'm going to have to drill a hole in the side of my canopy to have those things stick out a little bit, and that's going to be a little bit unsightful. But the MP40s are better than the Tunsies, but I could run the Tunsies and not have to cut up the canopy. So I haven't totally decided what I'm going to do on that, but I probably will go ahead and cut it and put the MP40s in there. Right now, my lighting fixture is a Constellation, or a Aquatinix Constellation. It's a 6-foot T5 fixture. It's got 14 bulbs in it. It's a good fixture. I could definitely run with that. But one of the things that in this rework is that I'm trying to do is I really want to try and reduce the amount of electricity it takes to run this system. My system takes more electricity than most because my sump is located in my garage, and my garage is not behind the fish tank. It is over and below the fish tank. The garage is down below where the fish tank's located at. So I've got a larger pump that I have to pump the water back up to the top, and so it takes more electricity, and you know, while the pump takes a good amount of juice, it doesn't take but half the juice that it takes to run those T5s. So my thought right now is that I may try and sell this fixture and buy a pair of Radions LEDs. I'm hoping to be able to get by with just two and not have to buy a third. The problem I've got is that 135 has a large glass center brace on the top, and if I bought a third light fixture, it's going to sit essentially right over the top of that glass brace. Now, obviously the light would go through the glass, but it's not going to be as intense as it would be from the sides, and I'm hoping that I can just kind of center two of them, one on each side between the opening, and that would cover enough light. I don't know. I'm going to have to do more research on that, and if anybody has any suggestions on that, I would appreciate that. That's about it with my main display tank. I can show you kind of some of the crap that's building up. I'm sure you can probably see the stuff on the bottom. It's just nasty. I haven't had any fish in the tank for a month now, and since I took the fish out, I've just kind of let it go to hell. I really haven't been doing any maintenance and stuff like that. I just need to get the last couple things in there out, and I've got another little fish tank in my daughter's room, a little BioCube, that I'm going to move the coral or the toadstool leathers and clam and stuff too. So those will be their home for the next couple of months while I go ahead and rebuild. So that's kind of my setup. I mean, I got canopy up above. My wife likes to put her little snowman up on the top for Christmas, so, and built my own stand. I got to do some more work. I got to finish off the trim on the stand on the bottom, but I also have a problem with the tank's not totally level, and so I really need to address that. It's up to now, it's just been kind of a rush, get it done and get it up and running as quick as possible, and not taking the time to do it properly. So I'm going to step back, really reevaluate what I'm doing, and try and do it right. So I figured I've learned so much from watching other people's videos on YouTube about their aquariums and the projects that they've undertaken that I thought I'd do the video diary, and then people might find that helpful as well, and plus people might be able to offer up some suggestions, because I'm definitely open to suggestions. So